All right, sorry boys, looks like due to technical difficulties we missed the very start of this race, but we're on board now as the guys come up into the first lap here in TCR. They're starting about 60 seconds ahead of the GT3 cars, give them a little bit of a gap, so hopefully towards the latter half of the race, the GT3 will catch up with these guys, and they'll have a good battle towards the end. So let's again get rid of the map. Actually, let's keep the map up for now. GT3 just started, looks like, so we'll head up there in a minute. First I want to get rid of this, and we're going to go over a couple of things here. So we're going to talk about we're at obviously at Spa Francorchamps in Belgium, in actually Stavelot, Belgium. We're going to go over a couple track facts. I can't talk. Track facts. There you go. Try to say that just in case, so you guys see what my pain is. So a couple track facts here are it's in the Ardennes countryside, in the Ardennes forest, as we're watching the TCR leader here, 4Cam, kind of run away with this already. But there's been several different layouts of this track over time. The original layout was pre-war, started in 1921, and it was effective until 1938. It was 14.9 kilometers long, or 9.31 miles long. So it was a very long track, made up of country roads and public roads between the towns of Malmedy and Stavelot. So the track is actually listed as being in Stavelot, and there are a couple corners, Stavelot 1 and Stavelot 2, where the town is located, right along the river there. The next track layout ran from 1939 to 1978, so real long. It was 14.1 kilometers or 8.761 miles long. So again, incorporated lots of the country roads, but just cut out a little bit of that sections to make it a little bit shorter. The modern, with the original bus stop, ran from 1981 to 1993, and they came back in 1995 to 2003. And that is 6.968 kilometers, or 4.33 miles long. And then there's a couple slight changes with the Rouge added in the chicane in 1994, and that brought the track to 7.001 kilometers, or 4.350 miles. Looks like we got a good battle here in TCR with AJ coming up on 4Cam. The modified bus stop chicane ran from 2004 to 2006, and was slightly smaller, 6.976 kilometers, or 4.335 miles. Now it's got the new pit lane and bus stop chicane from 2007 to present, and that brings the total track right now, as we're seeing it in this game and in real life, it's 7.004 kilometers, or 4.352 miles. They do host a lot of major events here, FIA Formula 1, Belgium Grand Prix, Blancpain Endurance, the Spa 24 Hours, the World Endurance Championship, 6 hours of Spa, the Spa Classic. It is the official racetrack for VW, and they have a lot of Spec VW races and stuff. And again, the first race held back in 1922. Really cool track. There's currently 20 turns right now, and it actually went up to as high as 25 turns with the original layout. It is FIA grade 1, and there's a 70,000 capacity fans, not considering all the forest around the outside where people can go to, so it just stands and stuff like that. So this is actually, we got a great battle right here actually. Stop talking just for a minute as we watch 4Cam and AJ. AJ's going around the outside. Oh, and he makes it work. Nice. We got that guy racing right behind in third now. I believe he started in last, or second to last in that class, and AJ as well started in last place due to him not being able to qualify. But we know he's a strong driver, and unfortunately we just don't know the pace around this track of this car, so I couldn't put him in with the other guys. So excuse me. Let's go back to GT3 so we can see what's going on there. Master Big Chief qualified on pole with a 219. Looks like Ghost Comet with a 220 is right behind him in that purple livery. So what's going to happen here, the rain forecast here is scheduled to last about 4 laps, and it's moderate rain right now, slight puddles, but nothing really major. And then it's going to go into a drizzle, and then into a dense fog towards the end of the race here. We're seeing some time gaps here. So all the GT3 guys, they did qualify all real close right here. That's why we kept them together. And the other guys were really close, within a couple seconds usually. So putting them in the TCR for the first race, and then they'll switch to GT3 for the second race. Let's watch Master Big Chief go up a Rouge and Radeon and onto the Camel Straight right here. Ooh, Ghost, looks like Ghost Comet behind him got a little bit of wiggle on and lost a little bit of ground, and the Lucky now is coming into play. So Lucky missed the last couple rounds, and now he made it back to this one, so we'll see. I know we already know he's fast too, so he's giving these guys a run for the money already. And Ghost Comet, as we know last week, is new to the series. Told me he's really excited about this series. Really likes the challenge, likes the guys we're running with, and just likes the good clean racing. So, but he's fast. He's proven it already. He's actually on a Thrustmaster wheel. I confirmed that with him. So real good job on the wheel there. This game is not the easiest on the wheel. It's definitely a little bit easier on controller. Looks like that calmed down a little bit, and the pressure is off Master Big Chief right now. Let's look at some time gaps here. Not that one. I always like to do that. Let's do time behind the leader. Let's look at that. And then we'll jump on board, almost like that. We'll jump on board right now. Something's loading here, sorry. Hopefully we didn't lose somebody. Sometimes means that somebody backed out. Let's see if we see, I think we see a DNF. Yeah, that guy racing DNF, which is weird. So he was, I think he was mentioning that he's got a little bit of a connection issue right now. So that's unfortunate. That guy really strong at this, showed some pace at this place as well as in the championship. He's leading pretty good. Oh, these guys are actually coming up on Cole already. So Cole must have had an off or something. As Master Big Chief, a couple laps in, 4 laps in, is coming across Cole right now in TCR traffic. I think Cole's well behind though, so I don't think he's going to run into the other TCR guys quite yet. But let's go on a lap really quick on board and go to these game cameras. There, Ghost Comet, you see how close that is. Let's watch him through Radeon and Rouge. Let's see, nice little lift there. Nice, keeps it right between the lines. So going through the puddles, but they don't affect the car too much right there. Ghost Comet got a good run through that corner though. Looks like he's heading up here. He's got a little bit of time. Let's see, Master Big Chief's not going to go defensive quite yet, I think, especially with TCR traffic. Oh, little bump on Cole. Ghost Comet's trying to hang it on the outside and use the TCR, but actually Master Big Chief's trying to use the TCR as a pick there. Ooh, real wide line, opens up the door big time. But it doesn't look like Ghost Comet was able to take advantage of that right now. Looks like this is the campus corners 14 and 15, and then coming in Stavlo 15 and corner 16 here coming up. And I said Ghost Comet got a slide on somewhere. Here's Stavlo 1 and Stavlo 2. If you look at the actual track map, the town is right here. The town of Stavlo is right here. Looks like Lucky lost a little bit of touch here. At 3.2 seconds or something behind. I just got a message from that guy. So I'm gonna check that out and see what he says. Oh, power went out. Oh man, that guy, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry that. Hey, try to get the power turned on. Talk to the power company and get back for race number 2. And salvage some points in GT3. Ghost Comet did a good job of catching up there again. Yeah, they're already catching the TCR battle. So wow, that was really quick. So you know, the rain makes all the difference in the world sometimes with these races. And it's hard to tell. We actually did qualify in the dry-on accident, but we were already down. So I apologize to the racers for that, guys. That's my fault. I really wanted to qualify in the wet to see what the pace was, but oh, that Ghost Comet got a big wiggle there and struggles wide. Doesn't gain any ground, and you could tell it wasn't on purpose. He just got a little twitch there and went a little wide. So no harm, no foul there. Didn't gain any ground, so we're good. Let's go on board. Let's go on board with Lucky here. Let's see what he's doing. Unfortunately, Lucky, like I said in the beginning, missed a couple races. Real strong driver, and was going to do really well, I think, his championship, but is now out of it, I think, based on the way the points work and the way he has a drop result for 1 week in GT3 and 1 week for TCR, but unfortunately he's missed 2 races, I believe. Now come back for this. This is the 4th round at Spa-Francorchamps, and there's going to be no way, unfortunately, he can come back from that. But looks like Flight's behind him there, and then Medieval Knight in 5th with Optimizer and Black Ghost bringing up the rear. Let's go on with Ghost. Let's see what this bright red livery in the back of this car. All right, so Black Ghost did a really cool thing the other day. I'll just mention it, and he's got a YouTube channel up too, so I definitely recommend going to look at his stuff. But he actually did an extreme experience at New Jersey Motorsports Park yesterday, driving a 488 Ferrari and a 911 GT3, I think, GT3 RS. Correct me if I'm wrong, Black Ghost, but I think that's what he drove. But he's got the videos up. It was really cool. His first really track experience in a supercar, and he said he had a blast. He did really well. Unfortunately, they only give you like 3 laps, so it's not too much to really get used to everything. And obviously, it's not your car. It's you don't want to do anything wrong. So he was definitely driving to the limit, but it was definitely driving well. And I think even the instructor complimented him on driving, but he said it was a blast. He highly recommends it to anybody, and he's definitely now got the track bug. He's going to get a little more real life track time. I've been telling him for the last couple of years, I've known him to get on board with NASA Pro Racing or SCCA in the local chapter and do some events. He's done some autocross in real life. I don't recall, maybe an older Z, as we see him pass Honey Badger, 5th place in TCR. Big coast, and we saw that Ghost. You gained a big advantage there, buddy. Okay, he lifts off a little bit. Not really gives the time back, but definitely doesn't overtake. I think he could have easily overtaken there, but given that mistake, up a Rouge and Rayon, he wasn't going to take that, which is good. Thank you, Black Ghost. That's exactly what I want to see from you guys. All right, let's jump back on board. Let's go. Let's look on Optimizer here. As he comes in with Sedlum. Oh, little knock on Sedlum there. Definitely could have been a little more patient, I think. It looks like Sedlum was opening the door a little bit, but still, it's his corner, it's his line, and it's up to the GT3, the faster drivers, to get past these guys without any contact. This is simulation racing on simulation damage, so. Any of these cars can be damaged. Sometimes you get some weird spikes like that where stuff happens and a car is totaled. Let's go look on with Yankees fan. He unfortunately missed last week, but right when I go on board with him, he makes a mistake. This is the commentator's curse right here. I think he was just trying to open up the line for those GT3 cars again. can't stress enough, guys, in real life racing on the track and even in virtual racing, just maintain your line, maintain your course. That is your corner if you get there first. I understand being polite, being cordial to the guy. You know they're in a battle, you know they're trying to stay with the next group, but you see how much time he just lost, and now he's out of touch with his group as he just runs wide there and gets a wiggle. But definitely maintain your line, and those guys need to find a way to cleanly pass you. Let's go check. Looks like Sedlum's right there. Let's go back with Bradger here, Honey Bradger. He's coming on the last chicane, coming into the front straights here. I like the way this car turned out for him as far as the graphics. Dark blue with some orange, real nice and bright. No, I don't want to do that. And let's see where Cole's at. Our Cole's coming to chicane right now. Cole said he had a problem loading the livery, so he's got his haterade on, he's got his haterade livery on every car, which is good. We do love that, and I almost said should make an exception just for Cole, because he is Cole. Let's face it. If you guys know Cole, he's just Cole, right? That's the gamer tag, and that's exactly who he is. So he kind of gets to bend the rules a little bit here and there, and I do allow it because I do. It's Cole. That's my only excuse. That's my only reason. So if you don't like it, get a haterade livery from him, and then you should be in the same boat. I don't know if he's on the wheel this week or if he's on controller. He mentioned he's been on controller the last couple of weeks, so I got to think he's on the controller, but not sure. Let's go back up to the GT3. Let's go check on these guys. Let's start in the back here. Let's start with Medieval Knight. Again, missed last week. Real fast driver. Been in the top podium actually every single race so far, apart from missing last week. So we know he's fast. Looks like it's dried up a little bit on the track here in lap 8. So now we're going to see, hopefully this track dry out a little bit, and we'll see the seconds start going up and up. So that's exactly what we're looking for. We wanted a real strong race at the end and push these guys a little bit. Looks like they got through the rain. I didn't see any major offs except for a Yankees fan when we went on board with him, and I think that was not the rain or weather. That was just him being really nice and opening up the door and taking an odd line, and then just understeering off. I think it was a Stavilo 1, I believe, if I recall correctly. I really wish I could get in the cockpit, but unfortunately Forza does not allow that on spectate mode, which is strange. Forza, another thing you need to fix. Little thing, but you can fix it. Let's go up to third place here with Lucky. Let's see, he's coming up 4 cam. I think he's going to catch him right at the right time. Nice, very nice, passing him through that. Looks like he's right behind. Who's that in front of him? Looks like he's right behind Ghost Comet. And Ghost Comet's only looks like 100th of a second behind Master Big Chief. So let's go check out that. How you can see first, second, and third in class as Master Big Chief. Yeah, Ghost Comet's right there. Master Big Chief is in the Tier 1 tune, which is the, again, I'll mention every week, but just in case you're new to the channel or new to checking out this spec series, the tunes I've created, there's Tier 1 tune and a Tier 2 tune. And the idea behind it is the Tier 1 drivers are just a little bit faster and deserve to have a little bit less tire width and a little bit more weight, about 20 so pounds added to their car, to kind of help balance. It's very slight, but it usually equates to about, depends on the car, but on average equates to about 7/10 to up to 1.5 seconds, depending again on the car. I noticed this week there was a little bit bigger gap between these cars for some reason, in doing the tier tunes, with about a 6 to 7 PI difference and about 20 pounds, 25 pound weight difference and a little bit less tire width. So what that effectively does is takes away just 0.1 handling for Master Big Chief and gives it to Ghost Comet or whoever's in the Tier 2 tune. So it definitely does depend on how fast these drivers can run though. And that's why we've put them in the tunes, in tiers, to kind of balance them a little bit. So you can see here, you know, they're battling really well. And now that Ghost Comet is actually 2 races in, we can actually evaluate him a little bit more. Master Big Chief, we know he's solid. He's top, I think, if I remember correctly, he's top championship points in both GT3 and TCR, holding the lead down for both as they guys squirm across the line. Yeah, Lucky's right there. You can see him in the mist as they cross over for lap number 10, down to the source hairpin right here. See how close and tight they get it. Both of them really, obviously, these drivers are really strong. Lucky's 1.5 seconds behind. Let's go check on Flight here in 4th. It looks like there's a bigger gap between 4th, and it looks like we got the TCR leader that he just passed behind there. We got Master Big Chief leading Ghost Comet, leading PPS Lucky. RR Flight is 4th. Medieval Knight is 5th. Optimizer 6th. Black Ghost in 7th. And we've got in TCR, we've got AJ and Dad in 1st, 4Cam, Sedlum in 3rd, Yankees Fan in 4th, Honey Badger in 5th, Cole in 6th, and that guy racing unfortunately had a power outage at his house and did not finish. He will get those points, 7th place points, luckily, but he hopefully can come back as the power stays on. He should come back for the next race where he's racing GT3, which I believe he likes a little bit more than the TCR2. But again, I say it every week again, so I apologize if you've seen every week or if you're in the race series and you're watching this. A huge challenge to these guys, going from different platforms, you know, within a couple minutes, you know, 5-10 minutes of each other, and racing these. Especially these guys in GT3 now are going to go to TCR. You know, I think that's a slightly easier challenge. Sorry, I got it backwards. The harder challenge is going from TCR to GT3, I think, especially going back to the rain after getting used to this dry running. So my goal and purpose is to challenge these drivers, you know, as much as I can, and thinking in my own racing, virtual racing, what I want to see differently than everybody. Oh, as we watch as he goes, Flight goes off a little bit there, 2 wheels on the dirt, loses a little bit of time. Is that going to help Medieval Knight a little bit? It looks like the time is backing up a little bit, but maybe not enough. We'll see. Medieval Knight's right there. Now he can see. Not that he couldn't see him before, but now he's a lot closer. That carrot's dangling ever so close to him now. Oh yeah, look at this. Now as he's coming in. Let's jump on board here. Actually, I want to change the game camera. Sorry. Into this view so we can see this battle. Both of them got a pretty good turn through there. Looks like Flight got a little bit better launch at last, but we'll see what they go coming into low source hairpin. Oh, Medieval Knight really good on the brakes. Catches up, but compromise exit just a little bit, looks like. We'll see how they go through Radion and Rouge up to the Camel Straight here. You can hear the car at it and the attitude. Just a little bit of a lift there. Perfect execution of Flight. A good corner through there. Medieval Knight stayed right with him, but doesn't look like he's gaining too much. Let's jump back here with Medieval, see how close. Okay, so it looks like we've lost Optimizer. Let's see where Hop is. Oh, you can see him in the distance. It looks like the fog was playing tricks on us and couldn't see him there. So Optimizer and Black Ghost. Ooh, Black Ghost. Is that true? Black Ghost is a minute and 15 behind the leader. Oh, he lost a ton of time somewhere. Post-race interview, Black Ghost. We need to talk again. Let's see what's going on. See what happened there. If you got embroiled in a battle that cost you some time, or did you spin it out or do something like that? Let's go on board with AJ really quick. Let's see. Okay, AJ's got Optimizer coming up. Let's stay on board with this really quick. So AJ, again, real world racing driver, pro and paid driver back in the day. Look at that. He knows where to put the car. Gives just enough room for Hop to go by. Hop doesn't lose any time. He doesn't lose any time. So that's a veteran move right there. And we've seen that from AJ before. Looks like second place right there. And who is that? Second place is 4Cam. 4Cam right behind him hasn't lost a lot of ground to him, but AJ just kind of showing that experience right now, and showing why he was an actual professional driver in real life for IMSA and for ALMS back in the day. There are some cool videos, you got to look it up. So old ALMS, I'll have to have him comment so he can get permission. Obviously I don't want to share, but it is on YouTube, so I guess it's public space anyways. But anyway, you see this with all the drivers, especially with AJ, the way he handles traffic, the way he deals with and being in the slower class now. As 4Cam comes through that corner pretty good. Let's jump on board with Sedlum here in third place. We talked with the TCR guys enough. Yankees fan right behind. So actually that was a switch from last time we saw, right? Yankees fan was in front of Sedlum, but now it looks like Sedlum's taking that place. And not pulled away drastic amounts. I mean, I haven't been on board, so I don't know whether this is yo-yoed back and forth or whether Yankee made a mistake and something happened. Don't know yet. So let's go on board with Honey Badger back here. Let's see where Badger is. Okay, so he's got a GT3 car coming up on him. Looks like that's 7th place at Black Ghost coming up on him. So let's stay on board with this again. Let's see. Let's watch the negotiation. Ooh, as he goes wide, Honey Badger goes wide there. Don't know if Black Ghost put him off a little bit or if just missed his brake zone. But lost a little bit of time there, obviously. Every little bit of time matters here. And they come around to the La Source hairpin and coming up to Rayon and Eau Rouge. Let's go check where Cole is. Again in the haterade. A nice iridescent on this one. And Cole, you have to correct me. Is that Corporal Cole up there? Captain Cole? What is that? I can't quite 100% tell what that is. But we spoke about it before. Cole was a decorated veteran of our armed forces, and did an amazing job. Obviously, as every veteran usually does. In there, I believe he did a couple tours, and now is relaxing at home, taking it easy. Hopefully enjoying the fruits of his labor and putting his life on the line for this country and for our freedom. So again, I'll say it again, thank you, Cole, thank you, Cole, thank you, Cole. Much appreciated. It takes a lot to get out there and fight for the country, particularly in this day and age when we have so many people hating Trump, hating this country, not only in this country but worldwide. So it takes a lot. So thank you again. Anyway, not to get all sappy on you guys, but I'm a big fan of our military, big fan of our of all those things those guys do every day for us. Let's go back up to TCR really quick. Let's see this battle between Ghost Comet's now done third. I wish we would have seen that. Again, hard to manage with just myself spectating this, going through the individual battles. So let's actually go on with the Lucky so we can see this. Lucky's caught right up, stayed with Master Big Chief. Not that he was out of the race at all. He was in third place and right behind Ghost Comet for a long time. So might have been a mistake, might have been traffic. I don't know. This is the last lap though. These guys come around last 10 corners or so. Looks like they're coming into Pouan 12. And then coming into 13, 14, 15, which is Campus and Stavilo 1 and 2. Oh, Master Big Chief with a little bit of slide there on the curb. Lucky obliges a little bit too and gets on. Ooh, that was close. Had to check up a little bit there. Looks like both of them kind of took a non-optimal line here. I wish I could see the tire pressures and tire, well not tire pressure, but tire degradation and see where we're at. I think in testing, practice and testing, although it doesn't show a ton because sometimes the values change, but these cars should have finished with about 40-something%, I believe, of tire degradation. All right, so this is the battle right now for first and second, with PBS Lucky just hanging right in there with Master Big Chief. And there's nothing we do. Master Big Chief's just a really good driver, has shown his pace time and time again in the harder Tier 1 tune. Like I said, leading TCR and leading GT3 as they come across the last corner here. Oh, let's see if we got a good drive. Looks like it'll be stagnant. PPS Lucky knows it. Can't get a drive off that. There you go, and there's the checkered flag for you. Master Big Chief with the win. PPS Lucky in second. Ghost Comet close behind in third. And then we have Flight here. Let's see if he crossed already. Oh, right there, perfect timing. Flight in fourth. Medieval Knight coming in fifth place right behind him. Optimizer coming around the last corner now. In sixth place here. A little fancy squirt across the line. We got Black Ghost here in seventh place. Fairway's back. I have to check with Black Ghost again, see what happened, see if there's contact, see if he spun out, see if he had to go in the pits. I don't know what happened, but we'll see. All right, so let's go check here. Let's see where AJ is in comparison. Okay, so they're just starting the final lap here. So it looks like we got about a lap finish. So dang, that's the only problem, is this maybe is not enough time. See, Black Ghost is still going to cross. I wonder if AJ thinks that the race is over now. Curious. So these guys are supposed to race to the end now in the current thing, but AJ did miss the last couple weeks. No, it does show him. Okay, so they did finish. Okay, so this is the driver tires. That's why everything's so weird and glitchy and everything. So, all right, so we got AJ taking his win tonight in TCR. We got 4Cam in second place, Sedlum in third, the Yankees fan in fourth, Honey Badger fifth, Cole in sixth, and then that guy racing unfortunately lost power to his Xbox and is in seventh place, but hopefully will join us for the next race. So it looks like I think now we just have Cole to finish the race. So thank you guys for joining. I will post this obviously up on my YouTube, so we have better coverage. Hopefully we'll try to get another commentator with me so I can help a little bit and see kind of multiple battles, and I can get some information as Cole comes across here. So round 5 coming up next week, next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Too Old for Forza, we're running with them. It's called the International Manufacturers Spec Challenge. If you're interested in joining, if you're interested in just checking it out, go by the Too Old for Forza website and look as we end here. And go check it out. These guys have a lot of good races, as you can see here. A lot of different classes, manufacturers. So thanks again, guys, for joining us, and join us for race 2.